And I'm a little bit shorter than a couple of the previous speakers, or pretty much everyone but one. So, my name is Daniel Kinnamon, and I married into the county. I married into the Edmondson family. If any of you know Dr. James Edmondson over at Hendricks Regional, yes, he is my father-in-law. I won't deny it. I have the greatest set of in-laws you can have. I'm actually almost related to Larry, I'd say, because his twin daughters are my wife's best friends, and his oldest granddaughter is my daughter's best friend. So I think when you look around the people serving and the type of community we live in, that's the type of community you want when you look at that type of structure. I'm an accountant by trade, and why is that important? The job of this body is a fiscal body more than any other thing. It sets budgets, it sets tax rates. We have 8 excellent men running for the office. You will not do bad by choosing any 3 of us, but if the job is for finance, why wouldn't you pick the only finance person running? I know, sounds a little bit rhetorical, a little self-serving. Yes, it is, but it does make sense. The next thing I'd say is, as you look at this, what are you looking for? I have experience both below this office and above this office. I serve on the Guilford Township Board. I've served there since 2006. Other than maybe a dog catcher running around, that's about as low as you can go in elected officials. I was also deputy auditor for the state of Indiana. That is about as high as you can get in the fiscal body, short of being the auditor or the treasurer for the state of Indiana. When I worked at the as deputy auditor, the person that reported to me was the person that talked with each of the counties around the state and worked with their auditors. And I asked him one time, just as a little bit biased, I go, what do you think of Hendricks County? He go, Hendricks County is the best county in the state of Indiana. I go, okay, you got a raise coming this year. We're good with that. But I want to keep that going. The reason I was brought into the state of Indiana was because of fiscal expertise and ability to bring in efficiencies. We did the largest mass communication consolidation in the state of Indiana's history, and we put the entire state on one accounting system. 118 agencies had 118 different chart of accounts. We're on different computer systems, and my job with my private sector background was to make the state run the same way. We gave more visibility to the citizens, and we also allowed for greater efficiency in how we run as a government. That is the type of expertise I believe that I bring to the council. When you look at the other things, what do I do currently? I'm an accountant. Every single day I see balance sheets. I see income reports. It's one thing to say, here's the report that we got that's this thick and here's your budget. It's another thing to have someone actually be able to go through and say, this is what that budget means to us and this is why we need to do it. The biggest issues that I see facing the county, and I have all of them on votekinnamon.com, are number one, public safety. If our citizenry is not safe, then we are not doing our job. I'm proud to have the support of Sheriff David Galloway in my race. I talked to him and reached out to him. Obviously, local officials that are already in office are not going to endorse anyone, but the immediately outgoing 2-time sheriff and I met, and we talked specifically about the public safety issues for Hendricks County. The next biggest issue I see is the fact that we got close to 900 miles of road, and I believe we're paving about 10, 20 miles a year. That does not do it right. And Larry just shook his head, so I think I'm off on the number. But it is our next biggest issue. We need to make sure that we're replacing roads at a faster rate than we are. I can tell you last year I hit a chuck hole, did $1,200 of damage to my car. I probably would have preferred a small gas tax that I'd been paying rather than $1,200 and a bent wheel or a blown out tire and a new realignment. So sometimes it sounds good to say that we're being fiscally responsible because we did one thing, but are we being penny wise or pound foolish? I'm absolutely against raising taxes unless absolutely necessary. I do think, though, it is fair for us to ask the state to give us back more of what's ours. Currently, the state collects a gas tax. It's collected at the pump. I would argue, and I have argued with some of our state representatives and state senators, that why don't we leave a portion of that tax in the county? Why don't we leave a portion of that tax in the municipality, and the people that are actually using it get to achieve that benefit there? There are 8 of us running. Third place means the same as first place, so I'm very happy with the bronze medal. You might like Caleb, you might like Larry, you might like John. I'm very happy being your third choice, and I hope for your vote on May 3rd. Thank you.
Daniel Kinnamon.